Hello, welcome to this video. My name is Paul No Code, and I'm always here to teach you how to build awesome MVPs and how to launch your products easy and fast with no code. Today, I want to tell you that your complex MVP is gonna fail. Right? Your complex MVP, it's definitely gonna fail. So I want to show you 4 fail-proof way that you can build your MVP in a very simple way and make sure that you gain maximum results and you don't fail. So you remember, the first thing that you want to do before now is to validate your idea. Right, you validated your idea and you have people who are willing to pay for your product, and now you want to go to the market. Right, if you think of some of the product that we use, like Airbnb was just, it's a spreadsheet. Think of it, think of Airbnb, it's just a spreadsheet. There's nothing about Airbnb that's making it look like, tons and tons and tons different from your normal spreadsheet. It's a spreadsheet that contains a whole lot of houses, and you're going there to search and you're searching for the one you like, and then you're paying for it. That's the basis. That's what Airbnb is. And then when you think of Instagram, Instagram, TikTok, the Instagram is just Google Drive. Right, it's Google Drive. It's a place where you go to store your photos and your videos, and you end up seeing other people's photos and other people's video that they've made public. Right, if you make your file private, it's gonna be private. If you make your file public, it's gonna be public. So when you reduce your MVP this way, you'll be able to think, fundamentally, what is my product really doing? Right, your complex MVP is going to fail you. It's going to really fail you because you will not be able to ask all these questions. Imagine you see your MVP as something with 20 different features, and you call all the features call. You say number 1 is called feature, number 2 is called feature, number 3 is called feature, number 4 is called feature. Right, if you see all those 20 as key features, there's no way you'll be able to build all of them. You're gonna get into this spiral. You keep going and going and going. But when you reduce your product to the fundamentals, you will see that they are like product that you use every day, but they just perform specific function for specific users. Right, that's what this product does. Facebook, what's Facebook? Facebook is forms. It's a form. That's what Facebook is. It's just a form that you go there, you input your image, your video, and then you put your notes in there, and then after putting your notes, you press it, and other persons can come around and view it if they want to view the results of that form, and if they don't want to view it, they don't view it. So it's just a place where you go to add form entry. Right, so yeah, 4 ways that you can do this, that you can reduce that complex MVP into something that you can build within weeks. Number 1, find your fundamental. That's number 1. Find your fundamental. What is your fundamental? What's your product fundamental? Like I said, Airbnb is just a spreadsheet, and also Instagram is just Google Drive. What is yours to you? What's your product? Right, what's your product? What at the core, what's your product? That's the most important thing that you want to find. If you are able to find this fundamental, it's really going to reduce how much you're going to spend, how much time you're going to spend building that product. Right, number 2, ditch all the non-critical features. Think of your app, think of all the features in your application, and see the one that is delivering value and the one that's not delivering value. Right, remove all the one that's not delivering value. Right, when we work here at Paul No Code, this is one of the things that we do during our discovery call here. When the client comes around and say, hey Paul, I want to build a mobile application, I want to build an MVP, we really sit down and we divide the features into 3 different parts. Right, we create a sheet on Miroboard or on Figma Jam, or maybe simply a Google sheet. Right, and we say, what's your must-have? We list all the features and we put them into must have, might have, and will have. Will talks about the future. Might just talk about, okay, I might have it or I might not have it. But the must have is the critical features. Those are the critical features that you must have for you to be able to deliver that value to your customer. And then we advise our client, we say, this is what you have to do. You have to build for the must have. Once you build for the must have, you see all the may have and the will have, they are definitely going to be built in the future based on the way you relate with your customer, based on customer feedback. Going back to our previous example, Airbnb, what's the must have? It's the directory. the directory is the must-have, right? The directory is the must-have. Things like video tutorials, audio tutorials, how to use articles, likes, dislikes, feedback, comments. Those are just might have, right, or may have. But the most important thing is the directory and the search function. Right, ability for people to log in and log out, ability for people to search what they are looking for in that directory, and lastly, ability for people to pay. Those are the three most important features that Airbnb has, and if you put that feature in your application, you're definitely going to see results. Right, that's number 2. So number 3, spend a week or 2, right, going through your must-have and weeding it down again, because you might end up coming out with 5 must-have and you might not really need it. Right, spend a week or 2 weeding your must-have down, thinking of it, exploring other applications, and think, are you sure this is a must-have for me? Are you sure this is not a must-have for me? Spend a week or 2 to weed it down. And also, another thing that you want to do at this time, you want to find somebody who's going to build it for you. Right, it's something that you can do yourself, of course. By all means, go ahead and build it yourself, or you can hire an agency. And the kind of agency that I think you should hire is a no-code development agency that will be able to flesh this thing out for you in rocket time. Right, I'm not saying record time, I'm saying rocket time, something that is fast. And it is fast. You need to find a no-code agency that can use a no-code to flesh this thing out and put it in the market for you, so you can start selling to your customers. Right, lastly, what you want to do, you want to create a landing page, put a couple of copies in there. You can use ChatGPT to get some inspiration, put a buy button if you have any, and off you go. Right, put a buy button. If it's an app on the Play Store, ask people to download it on the Play Store. If it's a web application, ask people to put it there, and ask people to sign up or log in, and put a buy button there. Ask people to subscribe. Ask them to subscribe immediately, so you can keep on validating your product, keep on collecting feedback from your customers, and then you keep on making money. Right, so that's how you do this. Remember the 4 principles. Like I said, complex app is gonna kill you. We've built for a lot of persons at Paul No Code, and we've realized that those persons who come around all strong, they want to build very complex application. Some of them don't do well. Majority of them don't do well, but those persons who really start and say, I'm going to take it step by step, they end up building the best products. Here's the 4 ways again that will stop you from building very complex MVPs. Number 1, think about your fundamentals. List all your fundamentals. Ask yourself, what's my product to me? Number 2, weed it down. Separate your product into must-have, may have, and will have, and build only the must-have. Number 3, tear down your must-have again. Tear down your must-have, and make sure that you're really going to build all those features, and those features will enable you to deliver value to your customers. And this is that point where you get to find your own no-code agency or build it yourself if you want to. And lastly, create a landing page, put in that buy button or download button, and begin to make those sales. That's what you want to do. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate you. Don't forget, leave your comments. If you're launching your MVP, how are you going to launch it? I really want to know how you're currently launching your MVP. And if this video has been helpful for you, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and leave a comment below so that other persons can find it. That's a way to say thank you for all this value that I give to you every single video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in a different lesson entirely. Thank you. Bye.